Dubstep episode 2. We're going to be adding synth bass to this drum pattern that we created in the last episode. So the first thing I want to do is add a track. I'm going to add a folder track. We're going to name this folder track drums. So I'm going to select all of the drum tracks we made in the last episode and drag them into this drum folder track and close it, just to get them out of the way so our view's a little cleaner. Now we'll press F11 and load an instrument. I'm going to be making the bass with DCAM Strobe. DCAM Strobe is sort of a mini Moog kind of mono synth. So we are going to use this synth to make it. We'll play a pattern first. We'll come up with a bass pattern we like, and then we'll modify the sound to get the sound we like. All right, I'm recording now. We have our bass note in there. This is in D minor. I've mapped the keys, the pads on the pad control to D minor. So our bass line's in the scale of D minor. So let's go modify the sound. We're going to add some stacks of oscillators here to make it thicker sounding. And we'll move it to a 2-voice unison. Now we'll take the mixer and add in some square wave. That thickens it up a little more. Okay, we'll take the filter and drop the filter cutoff point. And you can hear a little click in the waveform there where it cuts on and off. So we'll raise the attack a little on the amp envelope and release, added some release also. And what that'll do is whenever the waveform comes in and out, it's going to smooth off the leading and trailing edges of the waveform so you don't get that sharp click. Now we'll go to the LFO section and we'll open the filter cutoff in the LFO. Okay, that's not smooth, so we're going to take the LFO waveform and move it from this downward sawtooth. We're going to move it to a sine wave. That smooths it out more. Now we'll raise the rate up to like around 1/8. Alright, I'm going to lower the cutoff a little more. Alright, I'm going to click on my MIDI mapping here, select cutoff, and move the filter cutoff knob that maps it to the pad control knob here. And we'll listen to it and see what it sounds like. Sounds pretty good. We'll add some motion to the sound by manipulating the filter cutoff a little bit. Let's duplicate that section to make it longer. Move out our loop point in Cubase. And then I'm going to record myself moving this knob some as the pattern plays. That'll add a little more variety to the sound. Let me record. Okay, now we have automation on the filter cutoff position, and we have the notes. One other thing I want to do is I want to change up the speed the filter cutoff is modulating at on certain notes. So I'm going to select my MIDI mapping again. I'm going to select the rate, and I'm going to set my other knob for that. So now I can adjust the rate of the LFO clock with this other knob. So we'll move it down. You can see just by moving this knob now we can add a whole lot of variety into the bass sound. So we'll record a little on that. I'm going to duplicate this track and remove the other information, the notes and the cutoff, and we'll just record the automation on this. Okay, I like most of that except the very end, so we'll delete the very end part. And now I'm going to cut this into sections and then copy the second section to the fourth, and we'll see how it sounds. Now we have another section. All right, our sub bass is in, our drums are in. We're going to add some more in the next episode.